What's up, guys? It is Friday.
Yeah, Friday.
Time to take a shot.
Yeah, let's do it.
Shots with the Doc Day, Friday. And with the new special, like I said, on Monday we opened it up and said, we are going to start answering questions that you guys have. And we're going to answer a few questions here today. It's going to be awesome. So next week, we're going to keep this open. Like on Monday's show, we're going to open it up where you guys can ask questions. Wednesday night by 5 o'clock, they need to be in so that we can get everything prepared and ready. Friday, we're going to answer whatever questions that you have. Maybe not whatever. Those are broad statements.
Yeah, as long as it's
Health-ish related.
Is there such thing as a stupid question?
Yes.
You
Yes.
always said that. So
yes, there is very much.
I had to ask.
So today, before we get going and answering some of your questions, we are going to take a shot of one of our favorite herbs. Can you guess what it is? Can anybody write in there? I know what they're going to write. I don't think they're going to write this.
Right. No, they probably won't.
They're going to write poppy.
They're going to write poppy.
And you would be right, but this is not poppy.
It's similar. It's got some similar effects. And Dr. Justin and I were rocking this morning in the clinic.
Yep.
We were here we see patients for about 3 hours this morning. I mean, we probably adjusted 25 people, had 3 or 5 consults apiece. Like, we were rocking from pillar to post this morning, just like we like it.
That's it.
We just love being busy, love helping people. So after, a morning like that, a little kava to help just kind of calm us down, chill us out, so we can answer these questions for you guys. So
that's it. So
cheers.
Cheers.
Oh, yeah. So, guys, we got a lot of different calming herbs that we like. Kava specifically is for those of you guys that, like, your mind just won't stop. You're stressed out. You try to go to bed, and you lay there and you think about the bills. You're thinking about what you got to do the next day. You're thinking about, the coworkers that you get to go deal with, right? You're thinking about what your kids' activities are. Next thing you know, it's 2 in the morning. You're still laying there. You're tossing and turning. Guys, this kava is an amazing herb to just kind of chill you out.
Yep. A lot of people do it and they love it. It's a very different, unique taste.
A lot of people are doing it.
But again, everyone's doing it.
Oh, man.
Anyways, let's get into some questions. How about that?
Let's do it.
Question number 1.
Yeah, I love this question. It's a great question,
good
guys.
question.
So if you have inflammation.
And this is from Miss Ann.
Yeah, Miss Ann. So the first couple questions are from her. So if you have inflammation, what are top high-level things you should or should not do? She knows us.
Cheers.
We're all about high level.
High level.
So what's like, where would you start, Doc?
Well, the first place to start when you're dealing with your health, when you're dealing with inflammation, when we're dealing where my sickness is coming from, always is testing.
Boom.
You gotta get tested.
Absolutely.
Because you don't want to guess. High level is testing. Low level is guessing.
Yep.
Right? And you can guess and be somewhat effective.
Yeah.
Right? And get some things right, but you're still not getting to that next level. And if we're going to work with our health and do things, don't you want to take it to that next level? So getting tested, and so what kind of testing then would be the next question? What should I get tested?
Exactly. So triggers, right? Because see, guys, again, we've said this time and time again, we're all about getting down to what's causing the inflammation.
Yes.
Because we got herbs, turmeric, resveratrol, like we've got some amazing herbs that you take the herb, it's going to reduce inflammation in your body. But if you stop taking the herb, what's the inflammation going to do?
That's right.
It's going to come right back, right? Unless you can get down to the cause of what's producing that inflammation in the body, fix that problem. And then, yes, obviously we're going to get on the herbs to reduce the inflammation, but there will be a point to where we want to get you off those herbs, and you'll be able to maintain those results through diet and lifestyle, right? So diet and lifestyle.
But isn't that crazy? Because like that statement, and because I had a patient in here just a little bit ago, and she's seen a chiropractor, she's seen a naturopath, she's been doing this stuff for 5 years, and she's sicker than she's ever been. I was like, well, listen, if you stop taking the 30 supplements, she's like, how'd you know 30? It's like, I just guessed. Yeah. Stop taking the 30 supplements, what happens? All your symptoms come back. You are not fixing anything. You're just covering up a symptom. You might as well be taking a drug. You're just covering up the symptom. Oh, no, I'm doing it naturally.
Right.
Okay, maybe that's a little bit better.
Yeah, I mean, you're not having the side effects from the drugs, so it's it's better on your liver and so on. But still, you're pissing away all this money every month.
Yep. Literally,
literally
because you're not digesting it, you're not breaking it down. You're just getting rid of it, right?
It's true. So. Yep. So again, guys, you want to look for the triggers. You want to find out where the inflammation's coming from. And so one of the tests we love, if you're just wanting to find out where the inflammation's coming from, you want to start with food allergies.
Yeah. Because was it part of it, or was it maybe the next question? It's part of her next question, but I'll just say it right now. It's like, yeah, but I eat so good. I only do McDonald's like once a week. Right? I love it when people say they eat good or what their diet is, because I really
in moderation.
But it's oh man, and somebody told me the other day, it's like, well, I'm never going to give up gluten. Like, I believe everything in moderation. It's like, well, this isn't for you. Like, you're not going to get better if you go that way. Do I eat bread? Do I eat some sort of grains? Absolutely, but it's not. It's just different. We have ancient grains, and there's always a way to still eat how you're eating and not feel like you're giving things up forever. Yep. But I choose to live and be there for my kid and my family, and not choose heart disease and cancer.
Yep. Yep. And that's what a lot of clients like about what we do is, we're not going to say, here's your food allergies. Good luck. Stay away from them. No, man, we're going to coach you. We're going to give you substitutes.
Roadmap.
Because at the end of the day, if you can just find your 5 or 7 staples,
yeah.
Because we're going to take away a lot of your staples, because a lot of you guys, you got leaky gut, so the foods that you're eating more often, leaking through your gut lining, getting into your bloodstream, unfortunately, those are typically the ones that you develop allergies towards. And so it's tough when you take away the 5 or 7 foods that you're eating a lot, But guys, we help you with that, and we make it as easy as possible, right?
Yep.
And so, so food allergies, definitely want to start with that. But again, gut issues, hormone imbalances, all these different things, they're going to cause inflammation, so we need to find out what it is.
It's a hard question to answer specifically, because not everybody is the same, right? Yep. But the answer is to get tested. So if you need help getting tested, reach out to us, reach out to a Wellness Way clinic next to you, close to you, so that you can get tested properly, so that you can know what your triggers are to remove them. Okay, so that's that.
And again, a lot of people ask, well, how do you know where to start?
Yep.
And yes, we do based off of symptoms,
sure.
Where to start. But and the cool thing is we got a questionnaire you can do online. And it's going to be probably one of the most thorough health questionnaires you've ever done.
Yep.
And it literally will tell us most likely where the dysfunctions are, right? All right. Second question. So I've got Hashimoto's thyroiditis. So for those of you that don't know what that is, it's a thyroid being attacked by your immune system. So it's an autoimmune disease that affects thyroid function, okay? So if I've got Hashimoto's and labs are done every few months, does taking my thyroid medication before the blood draw affect the results? And so, kind of an in-depth question, okay? When you're taking a thyroid hormone, levothyroxine, Synthroid, you're taking T4 hormone, okay? Now, your body takes that T4 and it activates it into T3. T3 is the active hormone that our body actually uses to do its thing, right? Kind of an in-depth, let's break it down a little bit, because unfortunately most of you guys that are watching this video, you're not being tested properly.
Right.
So they're only testing your TSH.
That's all you need to test for thyroid problems, though.
Yeah, so that's not even a thyroid hormone.
Interesting.
And they're literally diagnosing you with a low-functioning thyroid based off of a hormone that's released from your brain that tells your thyroid what to do.
And you give you the Levo or the Synthroid based off of your TSH being off. And the number one contraindication,
good point,
to a thyroid medication is adrenal insufficiency, which means you got adrenal problems. Listen, you're fatigued and tired anyways. That's why you went in to get your TSH checked to get on this thyroid medications. Yet they didn't test the number one contraindication, so you probably shouldn't even be on the darn drug anyways.
And unfortunately, we see adrenal problems all the time because everybody is stressed.
Especially adrenal females, and who's on thyroid medications?
Females, that's right. So adrenal glands are your stress glands. Stress affects your adrenals, right? So taking my medication a couple hours before the test, does it affect the results of my test? Now, if you're tested properly, we're going to look at your TSH, we're going to look at your T3, your T4 levels, and so on, right? We're going to look at antibodies, we're going to look at everything, right? So TSH, these medications, as long as they last 5 to 8 days in your system, okay? So whether you take your medication right before you do the lab test, or if it's been 2 days since you've taken your medication, it's not going to affect your TSH.
Right.
And it really won't affect your T3 levels much either, okay? But your T4, the free T4, because that's what you're putting in your mouth, it is going to affect your T4 levels a little bit, okay? But most of the time, and I'm sure Dr. Shannyn, she is the thyroid guru. She's the one that trains around the country. She's the one that has written a book on this. And so I'm sure she would agree that we kind of want to get an idea of where you're at with what you're doing every day.
Exactly.
Right? And so, we don't want to screw with your routine to make the test look better or worse.
That's it.
Right?
Where you're at right now, let's test and find out so we know who to fix.
Right.
that's you right now, and you've been doing it because they've been on this drug for 5 years.
10 years, 20 years, 30 years.
And so why just stop it to just look at a different test? Let's just find out where you're at right now.
Yep.
Get a baseline.
Guys, and the other thing is you're told this is what you need to do for the rest of your life.
Mm-mm.
And Dr. Shannyn, if she's watching this right now, she's like, no, you can get off that crap. Like, you don't need to take it if you don't need to take it, you know? There's situations where there's so much damage from the Hashimoto's over the years, you need a little hormone replacement. But again, that's all based off the individual. But short answer, long answer to an easy question, short question, right? Something like that.
You're following it, right?
You're Okay, next question. So,
great question so far, though, guys.
Yeah.
Amazing question. So.
All right, so this is for Miss Missy.
Miss Missy.
All right, so I'm at a loss with my weight. I am not super overweight, but the problem is that weight around my stomach. I'm active, I eat clean, I walk 2 miles a day. What on earth makes one have such a big round stomach?
Yeah, a great question. You see it all the time. You're also maybe that person that goes in to your doctor, because you go to your physical, you go to your yearly checkups and things, and you have your blood work, and your blood work comes back and it's normal. Like, but I'm putting on this weight, I'm holding these things on, like something's not right, I feel like I'm off. But you're normal. So medically, it's just like, Missy, let's wait, honey, until you are so sick and until like we're at end stage and you got like cancers or you got all these other symptoms, and then let's try to fix you. Just go on with your life. But something is obviously underlying, something is causing problems. What does she need to look at?
Yeah, exactly. So, we see a lot with women because of how much the stress is affecting your hormone levels, right? So with women, your sex hormones and stress hormones use the same pathway. So if you are stressed out of your mind and your adrenal glands are secreting a ton of cortisol, then your estrogens are going to be very low, right? So what we see is, a lot of you guys didn't know this, but your fat cells actually produce estrogen.
Yeah.
Your body's brilliant, guys. If you're not getting estrogen from where it's supposed to come from, ovaries in your childbearing years, more your adrenal glands if you're postmenopausal, your body will hold onto that fat because it knows it's producing the hormone that you're deficient on, right? So like you're struggling because you guys understand your body never does anything wrong, right?
And that includes cancer. That includes heart. Your body will never do something wrong.
Yep.
Right now, people are like,
what?
What did he say?
It's a normal response to an abnormal environment or an abnormal situation.
That's it.
Right? And so if you need hormones and it knows the fat will produce the hormones, it's going to hold on to your fat.
That's it.
I don't care how much you exercise. I don't care how little you eat.
And in fact, check this out. Exercise does what to the body? Stresses it out. So if you're cortisol and you're so stressed out and your hormones are tanked, should you be exercising? Maybe not. Right? And so it's things you got to know and understand, but it's things that you need to test for so that you know that you should or shouldn't and what should be doing right. So one other thing real quick is that, somebody banging on the door right now, is that I heard you say estrogens. Estrogens? What do you mean?
Yeah. So I know because
estrogen's a hormone, right? That's just one.
Yep. And so, again, Dr. Shannyn's our hormone specialist, but, I do know that typically estradiol is the only one that's checked.
That's all they check.
We've got 9 estrogen, guys. That's why your hormone testing is so incomplete.
You've never had all of them tested. I guarantee you've never had all of them tested.
Yep.
And get tested.
It's so frustrating once these females find this out.
Yep.
They're like, "What? Are you kidding me? I've been on hormone replacement for all these years. Exactly. I've done all these things, and my estrogen had never been checked properly."
Never been checked properly.
Crazy. So
Missy, we need to get your hormones checked.
Yep.
Checked.
Yep. Absolutely.
ASAP.
Yep. Absolutely.
Yep.
Okay. Next question.
I think that was all the questions. At least, yeah. Oh, maybe we
intermittent fasting.
Okay.
Talk a little bit about intermittent fasting.
Yeah. So Kim, intermittent fasting. What is it? What are the benefits? Right. So intermittent fasting is where we eat. I like to eat in an 8-hour window. Now that 8-hour window is different because some people you work the night shift.
Right.
And so you're fasting maybe in the morning from, 7 to whatever, because you're sleeping and whatnot. But we want to eat in an 8-hour window. So for a normal person who, works a job and whatnot, it's like 11, 12 is where we'll eat our first meal. And then, 7, 8 o'clock is where we'll eat our last meal. I like to try to go between 11 and 7. And those are the times that we eat. Yep. Now that's an 8-hour window. And then it gives me 16 hours of sleeping. And it gives it gives your body a break. It gives your body a chance to break down, to digest the foods that you had from before. You got to eat, and these people tell you got to eat 5 times a day, you got to eat 6 times a day if you want to lose weight and you boost your metabolism and stuff. You got to give your body a chance to break things down. And so intermittent fasting is great. It's great for hormones, it's great for energy. I know, but I can't skip breakfast.
Right.
Yeah, well, you probably have other issues, and because you can do it, but you're craving the sugary Pop-Tarts, the bread, the grains, those things that you typically eat at breakfast, or pancakes, and you can't just have a little bit of syrup. You got to have
a whole bottle.
Well, that's the only way to eat pancakes, right? So all the syrup, but all these sugary things, maybe you got yeast, maybe you have other issues that we need to check and address. But intermittent fasting is phenomenal.
It's awesome, guys, because you got to understand, even though you're hungry 3 hours after you eat, it takes 5-6 hours for your stomach to empty all that food. Your stomach, after your food's digested in your stomach, from your stomach into your small intestines, it only empties at about a shot glass at a time, right? Into the small intestines. So it takes a good amount of time for that stomach to get emptied.
Yeah.
When you're digesting foods, a lot of other necessary processes get put on hold.
Yeah.
Especially immune system function.
Yes.
And so this is something, if you're sick, if you feel like you're getting sick, this is something that, because when you truly get into the fasting state, which is, again, takes 5 or 6 hours, now you're going to build, your immune system's going to become way more active.
Yes.
Right? So, man, we love intermittent fasting. I mean, that's pretty much the way we live.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just what we do.
And so understand, the definition of fasting says a 24-hour period of just water, nothing else. And so women should never fast. It bottoms out your hormones. Your hormones are being stolen for different places. It's not good and right for you, for your health.
It's true.
Do not fast, women.
Right.
Well, then can I intermittent fast? Intermittent fasting, you know what it is? You skip the meal. That's basically what it is. So intermittent fasting is phenomenal. Now, men, 3-day fast, no problem. Change your testosterone, change everything, boost hormones, do things in the right way. It's amazing for you, but not for women.
There's a question. Yes, it says, how can you possibly get all the nutrients that you need in a day just in that short time?
It's very easy, guys. You gotta be eating twice as many vegetables as you are fruits. You get protein in. But 2 meals with maybe a snack in between, you can absolutely get plenty of calories in, plenty of nutrients in.
Yep.
Now, if you're used to eating 4,000 calories every day,
right,
and you're used to eating junk,
right,
then yeah, you're gonna feel the effects of it.
Yep.
But
we do not need to eat as much as we eat today.
Like right now, so it's going on noon. I'm hungry.
Yep.
I'm ready for lunch. I haven't had anything today. But that's the way it should be. When you first do it, you're gonna be hungry.
Sure.
You're gonna feel like you're starving yourself. But you get over that. Your body kind of gets used to it. So
eat healthy foods and you'll have no problem. But if you're eating all these foods, whether it's junk or whether it's good food, but you can't digest it, you can't break it down, you can't assimilate it, well, okay, then maybe we have a problem. But again, It goes back to the first question: is what do we do for inflammation? We get tested.
Yep.
Get tested, find out what's right, find out what's wrong, and then we know exactly what to do, and you'll have no problems getting the amount of nutrients that you need. And you don't need to take a ton of supplements. You're getting nutrition from your food, and that's what we want you to be able to do.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. And
McDonald's is not food.
McDonald's.
Oh wait, we gotta say it all. Burger King, Wendy's, Taco Bell, all these things. Well, I don't eat McDonald's, but I eat the other places.
I know, but
No,
literally, it's not
White
food.
Castle,
We had a Happy Meal in here for what, 6 years?
Yeah, I bought it February 27th of 2012. And somebody threw it away the end of last year or something. And but literally, if I bought a new one and put it next to it, if you didn't touch it, you couldn't tell the difference.
No mold on the bread.
No mold on the bread. The little apples, they were shriveled a little bit, but
the bag was all blown up. Who knows what chemicals were coming out of it?
Terrible.
Crazy.
It's not real food.
It's not real food. And guys, I know there was a question on there about LEDs. We'll probably have Jess talk about that because we use LEDs a lot for helping to kind of stimulate weight loss, but there's so many different spectrums of LED light. Depending on the spectrum of light, it's going to offer a different health benefit.
Yes.
So there's spectrum of light that help with skin. There's some that help with weight loss. There's some that help stimulate a process called angiogenesis, which helps you rebuild new blood vessels. So, depending on the spectrum of LED light, it's going to offer a different benefit.
Yep.
But based off of what we use, we'll touch on that, in one of these videos with Jess. But yeah, that's what we got today. It was fun.
That was good.
I enjoyed this, guys.
Start compiling your questions. Write them right here. We'll go ahead and open it up until Wednesday at 5 o'clock. Start asking your questions between now and then, in between Wednesday, and we look forward to answering them. Have a wonderful and amazing weekend. Shots with Doc Friday. We look forward to seeing you next week.